Did you see the match listing?
I saw the one you sent out earlier.
Okay. Just so make sure everyone's got the same info there and everything. So, and he's going live. So, okay.
You're just gonna feed us. You'll feed us the matches anyways.
Yeah, I'll feed the matches anyway, just to make sure nobody's caught in the dark about stuff. So, all right, let's do this thing. Let me just check levels real quick before I continue. Tom can always edit the shit out. Okay, we're gonna give it a try. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Curtain Jerkers here on the Project Entertainment Network. This is the Booker Man, Max Burton, your host and moderator for our panel of superfans and wrestling industry insiders. So let's introduce the panel to you now. First, he's the man in the corner watching our backs so we don't get jumped, always puts the IWC on notice. He is the enforcer, Walter Ball.
Wrestling with girls. Wrestling with girls. Try to catch that reference.
Try to catch it if you can. Speaking of catching, we got a guy we caught to be on the show this week. Glad to have him back on this week. A frequent contributor to this podcast. We call him the Brock Lesnar of the Curtain Jerkers. He only comes on once in a while, but when he does, he makes a huge impact. Welcome back to the show, Dan Canastra.
Thank you very much for that excellent analogy. I'll always be compared to Brock Lesnar. That's a good thing.
There we go. We just had to find a Roman Reigns for you to beat up all the time.
I thought that was Tom.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Okay. You want to compare Tom to Roman Reigns? Wow.
Wow.
Jeez. I don't know if that's an insult or a blessing. Jeez. But we're not alone, guys. It's not just the two of us. And we do have to say, unfortunately, the Viking will not be able to join us tonight. He is otherwise detained. Brother Mesa down there in the Sunshine State should be joining us in a little while, hopefully. But we're not done yet because this is a very special panel. Because we're being joined by a man who's another great contributor to the show. Someone that's an old friend. And we're glad to have him on once again. The host of the Tim Zabriskie Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Zabriskie.
I laughed at myself. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Hear the joke. Hear the joke.
There it is. And we are live. We are currently
live streaming right now, thanks to Tim. Yes, right now, as we are recording this show, we are going live on Tim's YouTube channel, Tim Zabriskie. You can see him right there. Look at how cool.
Look how fantastic we are right here, live and direct on not only YouTube, but Twitter and Facebook as well. How fantastic is that? That's right. Now,
round of applause.
Now that I got all the buttons and all that. To those of you that are on my channel right now watching this, we are having a very special event where the Curtain Jerkers that are on the Project Entertainment Network are live streaming with us in this collaboration to talk about Money in the Bank that's happening this Sunday. Not to mention a little cross promotion. I feel like it's like two dogs like sniffing each other out, basically.
That's right. Sniff that taint until you know what his name is.
So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow everybody that's involved in the show, and let's have some fun, guys. How about that?
Absolutely. And not only are we live, ladies and gentlemen, right now on the various outlets, thanks to Tim Zabriskie, you can call into the show live. Yes, Absolutely. We have a number that you can call right now, and we'd love to talk to you on the air because we're talking predictions, like Tim said. We're talking predictions. Look at that. Beautiful. Yes, if you had video right now, it's badass. Yes, you see the call-in live number right now. It's 518 350-4312. Call that number right now. If you're listening to this after the show goes live to air, folks, on the Project Entertainment Network and the various podcasting outlets, you're not going to be able to call in. So please don't try to call in then, okay? This is only while we are recording this show this week. So it's an extra added bonus that Tim is providing to us in conjunction with Tim Zabriskie Show and Project Entertainment Network. It's a cooperation going on over here. All kinds of great stuff. We're talking NXT TakeOver Chicago. We're talking Money in the Bank. There's plenty of other stuff going on in the world of wrestling we're going to touch upon too. Real quick though, we got to pay some bills. Let's do some business real quick here, and that is talking about our great sponsor, Subculture Corsets and Clothing, located at the Avenues Mall in Jacksonville, Florida. If you're into the steampunk look, you like dressing up in goth fashions, you like the rockabilly and pinup accessories and apparel, they've got all the stuff you would ever want and need down there in Jacksonville, Florida. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. See, she's a fan of Subculture Corsets right there, yelling and screaming. Just at the name, she loves it so much. But you can also go you can also go to sub. It's live.
It's live. It's live.
We'll do it live. Yes, go to subculturecorsets.com and you can order everything off their website. And when you're checking out your order, type in the discount code TheCurtainJerkers to get 10% off your entire order at Subculture Corsets and Clothing, subculturecorsets.com. Don't forget also about Patreon. Yes, you can become a patron of Project Entertainment Network. Go to patreon.com/projectentnet for as little as $1 a month to become a patron and get access to all kinds of Patreon exclusive content, including the Wrestling Reform Series with the Dark Pony himself, J.P. Black, a man that we all know, love, and respect so much. He gives us insight into independent wrestling and where improvements and changes can be made. But you can't hear it for free. Got to sign up. Become a patron. Patreon.com/ProjectEntnet is the website. $1 a month. You get access to that show and all kinds of other great content from the Project Entertainment Network. There you go. Bills are paid.
We paid the bills.
I just got the word out. I just told everybody, call in now. We are live, and I gave the number on social media.
There you go. So there's other things to talk about going on this week that outside of the predictions we're going to be doing. The first thing we got to say, this past week, CM Punk wins and CM Punk loses.
Aww.
He won the case, but lost his base. That's right. He lost the fight to Jackson this past week, a second time going into the octagon. And Walt, I'm sure you have plenty to say about this. This is something that gets in your craw occasionally.
Not really. He had no fucking business fighting, and it took 2 fights to prove it. That's pretty much it.
No fucking business fighting right there. Exactly. But, it's not all for lost guys. He did make like $500,000 for that.
He did.
Is that what the payoff was on that?
Yeah.
Yes. For him. That's not what his opponent got.
His opponent probably got like 100,000.
25, I think.
Yeah, see, nothing. That's the whole thing.
He got 500,000 and a trip to the hospital.
He
had to get a CAT scan on his face.
Yep, that's what got you.
His opponent got the publicity. That's what his opponent got, and he had an easy win. So let's face it.
And here's I'm going to say what I said on Necrocasticon, although I think Tom might have edited it out. Okay, everyone fucking picks on and goes on about Brock Lesnar being a part-time champion, blah 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 blah. Yet the greatest, Brock Lesnar is also a legitimate UFC fighter and a former UFC champion. Okay, yet the best in the world can't even get past entry-level talent in the UFC. So Brock Lesnar could do what the fuck he wants, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and he rolls on top of his wife. Do you remember that promo, anybody? When he's like, yeah, he just won his UFC fight, and he's like, I think I'm gonna roll on top of my wife tonight. And I was like, what the fuck?
Lesnar is beating Lesnar streak. He's a part-time champion. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
it's bullshit.
That's
now, shut up, okay?
Right there.
Yep. Yeah. Lesnar has legitimacy. Okay. All right, CM Punk went to try, and everyone's like, oh, I give Punk all the credit in the world for trying. He also, the thing I don't like about this is there's guys out there striving and fighting to get into UFC, and Punk's just like, I want to fight in the UFC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
done.
Right, but he bit off way more than he could chew. There's a lot of pro wrestlers that also have some UFC, or not, I shouldn't say UFC, some MMA fighting in their background. Like Dave Bautista has had 3 MMA fights against local talent where he lives.
Yeah, he did the smart way. He won his first fight.
He went to Dana White, and it was just like, I want to main event your show.
Oh, so.
Yeah, big difference. So,
and I'm sorry, like I said before, the whole Colt Cabana interview, it makes Punk just come off like a disgruntled
It does, and it really was one of the contributing factors to the negative press that Roman Reigns started getting. You can look at the right there is pretty much once Punk put out that we got to make Roman look strong bullshit. Once he put that out there, that hit the internet, and right after that was Royal Rumble in Philadelphia, and that's when the audience started shitting all over Roman.
And all of a sudden,
he was getting forced down their throats.
Remember when the Royal Rumble, people were bitching that Batista won and not Roman? And they said, it's funny, you guys were rooting for Roman last year in the Rumble, but you were booing the shit out of him the following year. Oh, we weren't rooting for him. That's because we were just upset because Daniel Bryan wasn't in there. Just shut up. Okay, the place was going nuts for Roman to win when Batista won.
Yep.
Okay, stop backpedaling, IWC.
That's all they do.
You
All
hate.
they ever do.
There's one thing I
Bunch of
can say
whiny
about
bitches.
Walls.
If CM Punk shit on Finn Balor in that interview, the IWC would have turned on Finn Balor.
Very true. Very true.
I can back that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can back that up.
I back
Well,
that.
something else that we can back up. We can go to some other news in the world of wrestling. That's not domestic; it's international, and it's called Dominion. New Japan Pro Wrestling's event Dominion this past weekend. All kinds of stuff coming out of this show. Tons of title changes, and I hope to help people out there are aware of what happened because we're going to be spoiling the shit out of it right now. Even though I haven't seen any of the matches yet. Has anyone caught any of Dominion in full?
I've seen the ones that matter. I haven't seen much of the undercard yet.
Okay.
I still got to.
I only saw the highlights from the Jericho match because that was all over my social. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been. Usually it shows up on YouTube like a couple weeks after the fact, so I'm just waiting for that to kind of happen, and yeah, I'll take a look at it then and wonder what could have been if I didn't read the internet the next morning, and find out what it was. And it is what it is.
I didn't watch it either, but I'm familiar with all the results. So.
Mm-hmm.
But
May I ask who's monitoring the hotline? Because somebody says they're trying to call.
Nobody tried to call. I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, okay. All right.
Liars. They're liars, and another word that I can't say because Dan Fury has it copyrighted. At least that's what he told me.
Oh, okay.
Starts with the C, ends in S. It's not Cox.
Oh, okay.
Cats. It's cats.
Cats. Yes, it's cats.
I think Steve's ready, by the way.
He might be. He's asking if we started. It's live, folks, so we gotta check this stuff out.
We're live, people.
Wish I had a little GIF of Triple H going, "Are you ready?" So I could throw that at him.
High voltage Omar calling, but it's telling me it's not going through. I gotta leave.
Yeah, while you guys are getting that set up, I did not watch Dominion yet. I did follow the results, like practically everybody else who didn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really excited to see the Chris Jericho match. It sounds like he once again decided to reinvent himself, and
yeah, totally different outfit.
Him to actually
hey, tell High Voltage Omar he can call back in. I apparently have.
Hello.
Steve Mesa is here, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Mesa is here, our Florida boy.
Steve Mesa is here.
Steve Mesa is number one. Numero uno.
All right, so this is starting to get all out of control. Let's start going over the card since Steve's here.
Yeah, Steve's here now, so let's do this thing. So, all right, we're going to take a look first at NXT TakeOver Chicago, 5-match card, perfect balance as always for an NXT show. So let's go down the line here. First up on the card for NXT TakeOver Chicago, Ricochet versus the Velveteen Dream. And I got to give it up to Velveteen. That boy has been kicking ass lately. He is knocking it out of the park. Character's getting over. Promos are good. Character is a fresh start to a classic heel, even though he's starting to get babyface shine out of it. But hey, time will tell and what will develop from his character and his career. So Ricochet, Velveteen. Walter, who's your call in this one?
Naturally Ricochet. I think Velveteen is a good hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the thing is he's there to put guys over because I think they have plans to move him up pretty soon.
Okay. Dan, how about you?
I think Dream is great. Really easily, just out of the blue, is becoming one of my favorites at NXT. But this is definitely, he's there to push Ricochet. And I can't wait. I'm going for the one and only.
All right. Steve, what about you?
I have to go for Ricochet. This is a win. This is a must-win for Ricochet.
Again,
you said it yourself that Velveteen Dream is more of a person who's kind of more of a carpenter. He lays the groundwork for other people to showcase their work. Even though he has done a great job of building up the match and the rivalry and all the other matches he's done very well on. So I'm definitely going with Ricochet over here.
All right, Tim, what do you say, man?
I'm gonna, I clearly think that Ricochet's going over since he got all that publicity with doing the front flip over the top rope onto the floor, like ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I agree. Velveteen Dream is definitely an interesting character. We're getting a call right now. Should we take this and see who they think?
Yeah, let's see if we can get him on the show.
Yeah, we got a call. Yeah.
Hello.
Sergeant fucking Fury.
I told you. I told you.
As soon as he found out we could get a call, he was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay. I sent the colored voicemail. Goodbye.
Oh wait. I guess
What the hell?
I guess I was supposed to hit a button. I don't know. Call back, Fury, you bastard. Go.
Fury, if you try again, it's on Tim. Before he calls back, I'm going to be the odd man out. I'm going to say Velveteen Dream. Velveteen's been putting a lot of guys over lately, and I don't think it would hurt for him to actually get one over on Ricochet if they're going to continue that feud. Ricochet had a big outing right after WrestleMania there, right around WrestleMania when it was a debut at a takeover. But I don't think it would hurt him if he was to go down to Velveteen and keep it going. So I'll go out on a limb on that one.
Sergeant Fury, who do you think you got?
Sergeant Fury.
All I literally walked into with this conversation was going down on Velveteen Dream, and my brain went blank. Thank you, Mr. Scott, for ruining my brain.
Wow.
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 Regardless, Velveteen Dream. I'm going to go with Velveteen Dream on this one. I think Velveteen Dream is one hell of a competitor. One hell of a competitor.
There you go. You know what else is something to talk about, Fury?
Yes.
And that's driving along the road and catching a box of classic LJN figures.
Yeah, what is that? That's amazing.
Well, let me fill you guys in. You know, when I see that you guys want someone to call in, first off, there's no one higher than Sergeant fucking Fury that is on your list of people to talk to.
Are you back on smoking pot? Is that what you're telling us?
I did not say that, sir. There's no marijuana legalized in the state of New York in my possession. Okay, but so here we go. Yes, let me tell this story, and then I need to say something and get something off my chest. But first, we're going to be a little bit fun. Then we're going to go professional.
Okay.
First fun thing. So I am on my way to see my son the other night. For those of you who don't know, me and my ex-wife, we don't live together, but every once in a while, you know, we have a great relationship. She calls me when she needs help. And I needed to watch my son while he slept, not creepily like Agent Coulson in Avengers with Captain America, but like just make sure he doesn't like leave the house while she's, you know, she needed to go grocery shopping. On her road, someone had a box, a big, ugly yellow box with a cardboard sign that said free. And as I'm passing by, I recognized that one of those figures that was on the box, because there were two of them, was an LJN Rowdy fucking Piper figure. The white shirt that says Hot Rod across it with the fucking, with the red trunks. I fucking hit my brakes. I reversed. The other figure was Hillbilly Jim. I grab it. And I swear, gentlemen, I swear to God Almighty, I grabbed them. I was running back to my Jeep, and I heard a voice say, "Open the box, brother." Now, I'm not shitting you. Literally heard a voice, whether it was the voice of God or Hulk Hogan, I don't know, but it said, "Open the box, brother." So I turned around, I opened the box, and there were 6 more LJN figures in the box, including Macho Man Randy Savage, Junkyard Dog. Guys, I scored the mother load, and all it literally was a fluke. An absolute fluke, being at the right place at the right time on the right back road, where I managed to get these figures. And I said it in my Facebook Live video. When I was in the first grade, my parents' house had a fire 3 days before Christmas. And I and my brother both had some of the classic LJN figures, because the fire was in '88, but the Hasbro figures didn't start coming out until '89 and '90. Everyone remembers the Hasbro figures that did like one power move, and you know the remakes are currently out right now with like AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose and Finn Balor. But the LJNs were the ones that we all grew up with, the big heavy bastards that you could beat someone half to death with. And I lost my Hulk Hogan in that fire. And Hulk Hogan was my guy. Like, Hulk Hogan has always been my favorite wrestler, you know, even as a kid, growing up in the 90s, Hollywood Hogan, the 2000s. I mean, even when he was on Tough Enough for a couple weeks before he got fired. You know, for fuck's sake, it's Hulk fucking Hogan. Like, this man is like the hot tag on 83 Weeks this week. Like, you hear Hulk Hogan's voice, you stop. And literally, I heard Hulk Hogan's voice tell me to open the fucking box, and when Hulk Hogan talks, you open that fucking box. So,
when Hulk Hogan talks, he gets in trouble. That's what the real
yes, he does.
That's the real ending to that.
Times have
if you hear
changed.
Hogan's voice, it's schizophrenia. And speaking of the business part, I hate to call in and take over the show, gentlemen. It's not my style. I love all
Yes,
of
it
you on
is.
this panel. It is my style.
It
I'm
is.
sorry. I'm a fucking
Dan's taking advantage of our airtime, damn it.
Yes, he is.
All right. So
30 seconds,
saw
Dan.
tonight,
Wrap it up.
High Voltage Omar has decided that he's going to quit professional wrestling this year. High Voltage Omar, TIW heavyweight champion, you know, the Tino from fucking Puerto Rico. He's deciding that he's going to hang up the boots this year.
He just tried to call in. Should we call him next?
He's been
official
calling. He's been tying up the line. Get him on here.
Let him call in because he's going. I am about to leave scorched fucking earth before I hang up this phone. This motherfucker for a year has been talking mad shit about Sergeant Fury. And first off, all it takes is one bad comment to piss me off. But this dude has made comments about my age. This dude has made comments about my talent. Yet he will hide at the Berkshire Mall. He will go to promotions that Sergeant Fury is at on specific dates that Sergeant Fury isn't going to be there. He ducks and hides from Sergeant Fury. And why? Is he fucking scared? Absolutely. I not only believe that Omar, High Voltage Omar, more like Sparky, fucking, you know, National Lampoon douchebag that he might be. He's fucking scared of Sergeant Fury. So I'm going to throw out the gauntlet. Here we go. High Voltage Omar, HVO, softcore porn himself, because we all know he can't get more than half-mast. I am throwing the challenge out to you. You find a fucking promotion. You make the rules. Hell, I will even fucking travel to TIW to come square eye to eye with you, even if I have to go that route. You are not quitting professional wrestling until you go one-on-one with Sergeant Fury. As far as you're concerned, kid, I am your only fucking option right now to get out. You have to go through me to leave pro wrestling, and I am not letting you fucking walk out easy and fucking easy peasy. Sorry, kid, that's not how it goes. You don't fucking say this on Facebook for months and months how I'm a bitch, and then say
my ass is on fire from this heat. My God damn it, this freaking heat is incredible right now.
It's Albany all over again.
So you just have to remember, Dan, I know he wants to make fun of your age and your talent. I mean, the fact that people say you suck is not his fault, and the fact that
yeah, it's your fault, Dan.
You know, it's not your fault. And the fact you're 53. You're 53 years old. I mean, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's okay to be 53.
We're all going to turn 53, Dan.
I mean, that's what he
Dan's
told
53. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. That's what happens to you.
I mean, what I have done for military promotions and gas money has nothing to do with this panel right now. I go to Omar. The challenge is out there. Fury, HVO, someone fucking book it, because he is not walking away from pro wrestling before he goes one-on-one with me.
Well, before he gets to you, this Saturday, I'm going to do a cheap little plug because he was on the show. TIW Wrestling will be having their end of the road show, and HVO that Dan here is speaking so negatively about was able to talk about his opponent on the night, Tyrex. So let's check out a quick promo from him.
Tyrek drones on and on and on about sailing his ships to victory, about invading and storming new lands.
This promo better be 90 seconds.
Tyrek, when your ships arrive at my shores, I will burn them and watch you drown. I will laugh as you beg for your life and pray to your heathen gods. I will laugh as your...
All right, yeah, that's it. That's all we got for him.
That's all we had time for?
But yeah, but you
So
were...
Well, promo should be 90 seconds or less. So.
Yes, they should. Yes,
yeah,
they should.
That's my rule.
He failed at the promo because he didn't tell us where it was at. He didn't tell us, you know, the night of the show, what time the bells are.
He didn't say be there.
Yeah, he didn't tell us how much tickets were, so I don't know.
He didn't say, "Come on, baby,
come on, baby."
He's trying to get on here. So let's get him on here so like Dan can yell at him and we can yell at him.
Yeah.
Can we get multiple people on at a time, Tim, or only one at a time?
Tim, can you conference?
I'm sure that we could work this out somehow, right? I don't know how phones work really, but yeah, we'll try to get him on.
We'll try to get him on. Is Fury still with us?
Fury's still here.
Absolutely, and
of
the
course,
fact that I've got
hold on. That doesn't mean you can start talking again, Fury. I just wanted to ask if you're still around. We've given you plenty of time to talk. So the gauntlet has been thrown down to High Voltage Omar from Sergeant Fury. Any promotion that has the balls to put these guys in the ring. You heard it here first on the Curtain Jerkers. We have put this out many times. We have put the word out. We have called out promotions all around the Northeast, the Eastern Seaboard, all around the country to make other matches. Bobby Ocean and Sean Carr. We can't see Sean Carr right now because he's nursing an injury. We know that. But we want to see other matches out there, people. You got to make it happen. You have the power. You can make the match happen. You are the ones that have the responsibility to bring it to the people, okay? So make the damn match happen.
And that's that.
And that is that. Let's get back to our NXT TakeOver Chicago predictions now. Let's go on.
We
now.
only went through one match. We've only been
through one match. We just decided to go. We took a hard left.
Took a hard left into Furyland, so it's cool. Next match on the card we'll talk about is the NXT Women's Championship. Nikki Cross, my girl, taking on Shayna Baszler, the current champion. So glad to see Nikki back on television. And ever since her Sanity brothers disappeared. By the way, where the hell are Sanity? They were supposed to debut on SmackDown like months ago. Where have they done that yet? Have they shown up?
No, they have yet to show up.
What the hell is going on here? Sanity hasn't shown up yet. I think the Authors of Pain were on twice on Raw and haven't seen them since. I mean, what the hell is going on here? Is a black hole sucking up all these NXT talent? Are they going someplace? What the hell? But fact is, Nikki Cross is back on television. She's going up against Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's title. Tim, what's your call on this one?
I'm probably the worst one to go to. Go to Walt first on this one because I don't really know who they are.
Okay.
Shayna Baszler. Nikki is in my opinion like she's there to like elevate the girls. I think.
All right, we got another.
It'll be a good match though. It'll be a good match.
All right, Dan Canastra, what do you say?
I agree. Baszler retains.
Baszler retains. Steve.
Queen of Spades.
Queen of Spades, baby. Dan Fury, if you're out there, what do you call?
I'm going to say Baszler because they just brought in, the rest of the horsewomen, the MMA horsewomen. I think they're building. And to get back to what you said about, Sanity, I almost see Sanity doing some sort of run in at Money in the Bank to cause some havoc during the actual Money in the Bank match. I think they're saving them for something huge.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too. And clean sweep, I think, across the board with Shayna Baszler. I agree.
Oh, wait, we're getting another call.
Oh, we got another call. Caller, go ahead.
Call from.
High Voltage Omar.
To accept. One. To send a voicemail.
Hi, you're on the air.
Buenas tardes, señores. ¿Cómo están esta noche?
Steve, we need you. Steve.
Mesa, please translate.
I need a Tylenol.
Say good day, good day.
Yo no entiendo mucho, pero mira, quería saludar a ustedes esta noche, a ver cómo están.
Caller, what's your name and your zodiac sign, please?
Con permiso, no entiendo.
What is your name and your zodiac sign, sir? Please.
¿Cómo? Dilo otra vez.
Sir, you're calling.
That's Omar. He's working you, Tim.
I'm working him back. It's fine. So you've called the sex hotline, sir. How can I help you?
Sí.
Pichula grande.
Sí, el hotline.
Hey, baby, you want to hang out? What's up?
Oh, diablo, ¿quién es esa?
So, what do you do for a living? What kind of car do you drive?
Pues bien, yo no entiendo lo que le pasa a ustedes, pero tienen una niñita ahí hablándome.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Wait, Sergeant Fury, you're Mexican. You should understand this. What the hell's going on?
I don't know if it kicked him off because.
We lost Fury. Damn it.
Oh, so we got Omar. Okay. Hey, Omar,
okay.
you can.
Omar, how you doing? What's going on?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Life, bullshit, drama. I'm sorry, did I curse? Can I say that?
Hey,
dude, yeah.
You're good. There's no regulations on the internet. It's fine.
There's no regulations here. Yeah, shit, tits, motherfucker, cock, suck, piss, cunt. There.
Tits out, man.
We're going hashtag tits out.
Hashtag tits out.
I can say all the dirty words that we adults get to say behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Here to play, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
So
you know,
high
that's
voltage
good.
Omar, we
That's
did
good.
play your promo earlier on. Your title match is a title match, I assume, at TIW against Tyrek. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, that is correct. This Saturday.
Putting the belt on the line against
It's
Tyrek. So
Sábado.
what do you think about this match? What are you ready to do? What are you ready to say? What are you ready to make happen?
Listen. I am not gonna lie. I am facing what is a 6'4" wannabe behemoth who spray paints himself and calls it ashes. Listen, the message I had for him was simple. The time for cosplay and LARPing isn't in a wrestling ring. But he talks about his boats and how he's going to sail them all across the world and conquer this and that. And my thing is, shut the hell up. You ain't doing shit. You're slow. Your shield is stupid. His face is stupid. Everything about him is stupid. And this Saturday, I'm going to break his legs. I'm going to bring him down to my level, and I'm going to shove my fucking foot down his throat.
So he's big and stupid. That's what I'm getting from this. He's big and stupid, right?
Sean Carr refers to him as a dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds more exciting. So, okay.
A dumpster fire, yes, a dumpster fire is more exciting.
Dumpster fires are more exciting than tire. Okay, I don't know the man. I've heard plenty about him. I'm just going by what the feedback I'm getting right here, right now. So when is this show? Because you missed some of that detail in your promo.
Okay, this show is this Saturday, the 16th, in Lanesboro, Massachusetts, at the Berkshire Mall, where the old Navy used to be. It's funny how you got to say that, old Navy. It was an Old Navy store. We have an arena there. We sell food. We have wrestling. We sell clothes. Damn right.
Do you have mannequins and like people selling shit? Because it is an Old Navy.
I actually have an old top mannequin where I put my T-shirts on for all the people to see.
There you go. That's good. That's
there
good.
You go. That's the way to merchandise right there. I like that. You don't see
merchandising.
And I let them know these shirts can be worn everywhere. You could wear them to the supermarket. You could wear them right before you have sex. You could wear them after sex. Hell, you could lay down on them while you're having sex. You could bring them to the cemetery. You could sit down and watch soap operas in my shirts. You could use these shirts virtually anywhere. So I advise anybody who's listening that wants a shirt, just message me.
There you go.
That's how you sell your merchandise, people.
That's how you sell. Actually, Omar sells quite a bit of shirts. His shirt is a pretty decent seller. I see a lot of people wearing them. A lot of fans.
Now, after this Saturday show at TIW, where else can people see High Voltage Omar?
Well, as of right now, I am planning a trip to beautiful Puerto Rico.
Wanaka, Puerto Rico. Wanaka, Puerto Rico.
Exacto. And I also have a few more bookings right now in the works. Canada is one of them. I'm not going to throw out what company.
Now, what's this? What's with this whole thing that Sergeant Fury was just saying that you're looking to quit the business?
Yeah, I've had my run. It's time to let these little pathetic idiots that want to do their flippity floppity, it's time to let them do their thing. It's time to let them fly, I guess, would be what I'm saying.
So how long have you been in the business?
Fury understands, he's older than I am, he's still trying to kick it with everyone. The only difference between him and myself is that I know, it's not much that my time is up. I'm just going to let them do their thing.
Well, yeah, word on the grapevine is you said he was 53 years old. I repeated that earlier because that's something I heard on the internet. Must be true. So he's 53 years old. You're yourself. You're what? How old are you, sir?
Myself, I'm 29. I am young. I am beautiful. I am in my prime.
29 is definitely young, beautiful. Well, that could be debated. But I've only seen a couple pictures of you. I don't go that way, so it's okay. But how long have you actually been in the business, brother?
Myself, I've been in the business for 11 years now. Just hit 11 years the other day, Wednesday to be exact. Well, last week, Wednesday.
So 11 years, and this is pretty much you want to say is your goodbye year. What's the big goal you want to attain before you actually say goodbye to the ring?
You can make